for joining us for today's Living Word. Today we want to look at accessing the tree of life. And Jesus is the tree of life. And we saw yesterday that words are the tree of life, and you access the tree of life via words. And in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, it says, "For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it's a gift of God." Grace and faith are both gifts of God. So grace is the gospel, which is the good news, which is the blessing. It is the finished works of Jesus. So I said you need to access that by words. So let's look at Romans chapter 10. Romans chapter 10. And we'll see how your words, how important your words are. See, Adam and Eve listened to the wrong words. But in verse 6 of chapter 10 in Romans, it says, "But the righteousness which is of faith speaks on this wise." Faith always speaks. Faith speaks. Fear speaks. Your words will release the tree of life or the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which causes and brings death and the curse. Then we'll go to verse 8. "But what saith it?" Again, you have to speak to access the tree of life, which is Jesus. But sometimes we think we just have to believe in our heart, confess with our mouth, Jesus is Lord, and that's the only time our words matter. But our words matter every day of our life. "But what saith it? The word is nigh thee, even in your mouth and in your heart. That is the word of faith which we preach." Paul said, "I believe, therefore I have spoken." That if you shall confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus, and shall believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you shall be saved. You shall be healed. You shall be delivered. But you have to confess Jesus is Lord. And yes, you confess he is Lord. But you also have to, in that confession, realizing you're saying, Jesus, you're my Lord. If Jesus is your Lord, the Word is your Lord, and then you will do what it says. And one thing it says is to watch the words of your mouth. You are snared by the words of your mouth. Speak the tree of life today. Thank you for joining us.